Hi, Ronnie.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you like since you are the hip hop instructor in this old school,
Hmm.
so may I know like because we know that old school also give some performances
Yeah.
in some several events.
Yeah.
So may I know that like usually who is the like your clientele like to ask for some hip hop performance in Singapore?
It kind of has a range, so we could do shows for like companies, product
Mm-hmm.
launches, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it goes to like schools where we want to spread like dancing more to people, so reaching out to younger generations.
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes it could be like our own events where
Oh,
we
okay.
hold events to get dancers to come together,
Mm-hmm.
and we will put up a show with us, with international dancers and all that coming together. But
Oh.
usually that's our range of type of performances we'll have. Yeah.
How often that like this performance usually?
Okay, for like business, like products and all that, entertainment kind of thing, it's not really like fixed. So
Mm-hmm.
it could be like a season of maybe 10 and then nothing at the next
Oh,
quarter. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
So, yeah.
ooh,
So yeah, it's okay. Later, yeah.
or it could be like for our yearly performances, we will
Mm.
always have it's the recital, which is for our students, and we will take it. We will take the role of the choreographers, and we will
Oh.
choreograph a piece for the students to let them perform on stage like a full-fledged show, and we
Oh,
will
okay.
be involved in it as well. And
Oh,
another one of our events is called the Big Groove, which
big groove.
is like a really big dance event where we invite a lot of overseas people to come to Singapore, have them showcase, teach, and like just make it so that Singaporeans can be exposed to dancing outside of Singapore. So that happens yearly as well.
Really as well.
Yeah. So usually it's about like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow. So yeah, I think that old school that they sing like they because also got some recognition from the
Yeah.
others, so that's why it can be like that. Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah. So like how about like do you have some like mission to the Singapore like the Singapore hip hop thing like what the and the or the vision like what that you think you want to do in the future regarding to the hip hop
Just for me,
or like, for what is your thought about that?
okay.
Yeah.
I think old school's aim
Yeah.
is to like reach out to as many people as possible through dance and really like you know, exchange and communicate and use dance to help whoever that is you, that needs a certain
That
type
needs-
of help, or just spreading the love of dance and just letting everybody know that dancing can be so much more than just a simple thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. And a lot of Singaporeans don't see dancing as a viable career path
Yeah,
and all that, but at the same time we are like kind of like living proof of that, because we are all in our teens and we're all doing it.
Yeah.
So that would be like a mission for old school, and for personally for myself, what I believe in dancing is able to do is it doesn't stop at dancing. Like dancing is a tool to, when I teach, it gives me like an opportunity to change the way the person thinks, or
How
like his attitude to everything else.
oh so dance can affect our like our daily life that kind of thing.
Definitely.
Oh,
I've
like-
seen it on so many levels, and
Mhm.
like it's I have taken so much from it, and now I want to give back, and I want to make sure that when I teach a class, even if it's a class here, a class outside, I want to make sure that within that 1 hour or that 2 hours that I have with them, I'm not just there to give them movement. I want to give them something beyond that, and that would be the personal goal for me, to make them understand dance and make them understand themselves a little bit more through dance.
Wow. I think it's very clear. It's very clear mission for. Yeah, I think I absolutely agree with that. So
Thank you.
as dance is a part of an art as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So like so just now that we talked about hip hop as also a part of the, is it hip hop and break dance the same thing? No.
It kind of is, but it kind of isn't, because like there's like a timeline where it's like there's hip hop music,
Yeah.
and there's like funk music, and there's all that kind of stuff. Then it came in waves. So like there was a period of time where breakdancing was in. Then it kind of like went low a little bit. Then like hip hop dancing came. Then breakdancing came back and all that stuff. So it's really not fair to put the finger on like both is the same thing, because it really isn't.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's two type of dance that is really connected to this almost the same type of music, I'd say.
Oh,
Yeah.
So like to just the Singapore feel and stuff. So is it like the background of the breakdance and the hip hop is like coming to Singapore is the same, or like which one is first, and which, or like we can say like which one is more popular in the Singapore scene?
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one came first to Singapore?
Yeah.
I believe they came at the same time.
Oh.
I believe because I think it came from a single person.
Oh.
Like a really long ago dancer that started dancing here. I believe so.
Okay.
At least that's what I heard. I may be wrong, but like in terms of break dancing and just hip hop dancing, there's definitely a growing number of hip hop dancers in Singapore compared to break dancers or b-boys, if you would call it. Because only like I would feel it's because like the type of music we use in hip hop dancing and like just the things are kind of like a little bit easier to learn.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a little bit easier to learn compared to b-boy.
B-boy. Oh.
Yeah, but you know, some people like the challenge, some people like the fun. So it is different motivations for them to learn different things. So I'd say right now, definitely a bigger pool of hip hop dancers than b-boys and b-girls. But hopefully eventually both will have like a sufficient amount of dancers in it.
Yeah. Wow, I know. Okay. So like if like, how about yourself? How you can come towards this hip hop world?
How did I start?
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
I know like some.
It's a really funny story because I actually started dancing only when I was 18. I'm 26 this year. So I had no form of dance or whatever training prior to that. So how I actually got into dancing is because in my school when I was in Polytechnic, we have like physical education in a way. Yeah.
Like not CCA, but like extracurricular.
Not exactly, because it was actually part of our curriculum to take PE.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
So my physical education activities was actually dancing.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's how I got my first contact with it. So that time my instructor was called Antan.
Antan.
Yeah. So I had that PE for like it's like a module, so it lasted for 6 months. Then after that it ended. Then I auditioned for the dance club in the Polytechnic. Then after that things just started rolling from there. Yeah.
Is it hard for you, like, or is it hard for like people like me if I want to start dancing but I have no dance background at all? Because I feel that like dance you need some certain like elastic hands or wave, that kind of thing to
Okay, I'd say no, because I believe that everything that you do, you start from zero, right?
Yeah.
So there won't be like you already know your ABCs when you want to learn something, you know. But like everything else, it boils down to your attitude towards that thing that you're gonna learn. So let's take dance for example. a lot of people get into it because it's cool, because it's fun, because it's their passion or whatever it is. But what's gonna keep you through is the fact that you're liking it for what it is. No, not like the fame that comes with it, not the monetary benefits that comes with it. Because once that starts to get in the picture, that kind of deviate you away from the dance itself and the purpose, and you kind of feel a little bit jaded with it. So I would say, you know, make sure like in whatever you want to do, like it doesn't take talent to learn something. It does not. It doesn't take any talent. Okay.
Wow.
If I decide to do music today, I would do it. It's only because I like it. That's all.
Okay.
If you don't have the talent, all you need to do is just simply work hard. That's what I believe, and that's what all my students have proven to me so far. So I think, like, you know, I think everybody's gonna be okay.
Wow, this is the first time that I heard that dance you don't need a special like elastic hands or special talents.
No, it's all from discipline. It's
Discipline.
all from your daily stretching.
Oh,
You know, putting in time to make sure your body is ready to be what it wants to be, and then there you have it.
okay. Wow. So how, like, if I may know about like more about your personal stuff, like how you can get into the old school and teach here? As
It's a funny story.
Yeah.
So I was dancing from 2006, about July, that kind of time. So I had to dance for 2 years. Then I went into the army.
Yeah, NS.
Then I started joining a group called Joyce and the Boys.
Joyce and the Boys.
Joyce and the Boys.
Oh, Joyce and the Boys.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we started winning a bunch of competitions and all that. Went overseas to compete and all that. Then like it kind of like made me realize that dance is a little bit more than just a hobby. Yeah, because for me personally, when I started dancing, I knew I wanted it to be a career. I just didn't know how to go about doing it.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was kind of easy for me to pick. So I told myself, okay, I want to make this work. Then the first few years, it was just really going with the flow, training, you know, putting myself out there, competitions and all that. Then after NS, I decided that I should save up. I should really take it seriously, train and expand, and make sure that as a dancer, that I have the volume and knowledge to teach. So I went overseas to train for a little bit. I actually went to LA, so America,
LA.
to train and just really experience how dancing is like in there, because the industry is really big.
Yeah, it's big.
And like their community is also really like deep, so it's really good to exchange with them, to me, I feel. Then from there I came back. Then I just asked for a meeting with the director in old school.
Wow.
Then I was just talking to him, said, I would really like to be a part of this team, and I feel like this is the right place for me. Then he was like, okay, let's do it.
So, wow.
Yeah. Then I remember the day that I talked to him. It was September 27, 2011.
Wow.
Then I started work on 1st October 2011.
So it's just like between 3 days, then you just start to join.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, but I think like the thing is, a lot of the people in Singapore, they will do a lot of stuff to get to what they want.
Yeah.
But when they're almost there, they will wait to be discovered in a way. They will be like, oh, I'm gonna just get really good and wait for someone to find me and all that. But personally, I don't believe in that as much. I believe that if this is what you really want to do, you should go for it. You should have the guts to say, okay, I believe I have the capacity to do this, and I'm gonna ask for a chance to do it. Yeah, I'm not the kind that just wait for things to happen for me. So
So if say that you are not 26, then you do the hip hop like hip hop instructor, is it like because dance is required physical energy, stamina, and everything? So like, do you have like some plan what you do like in the next decades or what? Like, because I yeah, yeah I mean that from the age factor of this, many people hip hop instructor or many more young people will come in and also doing the make the dance industry become bigger. And then do you have any some plans that what you want to do, like is it still in the dance thing or
You mean like how to move on from
yeah
here?
yeah
Okay.
yeah just,
Moving on. Definitely like let's face it. You're not gonna dance for
Yeah.
the rest of your life.
yeah yeah
Yeah, that's definitely not gonna work. Your
Uh-huh.
body's gonna get older,
yeah
and it's just gonna have to stop at a
yeah,
certain point of
at a
time.
certain point, yeah.
But
So
what you always have is the creativity that you have as a dancer, as a choreographer. So taking it to the next level, I would say is learning how to choreograph
oh
and making sure that even though you are not the dancer, you can choreograph for dancers to put up pieces still, you know, and that leads to putting up a show. That leads to you not just being a dancer and a choreographer, but being a creative director of a show. So you know, like dance is the start point to lead you to that.
oh
Yeah, so
I get it.
you know what I mean,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
so
yeah.
so when it comes to that point where you're putting up a show, it's no longer about the 1E and the 2 in the dance.
Yeah.
It's about that experience that you get when you watch a show. When the person walks in, how do they feel? You know, how do they leave the show feeling that was a good show that I've just watched? It's about learning how to get there, and it starts from dancing. I mean, you could start from dancing, production. There's so many start points to it, but you can all, you know, it goes to there.
Now I have clearer clearer in mindset. Okay. So is it like what that keeps your passion for like doing hip hop kind of thing?
You mean for what I just said? Is that the passion to?
Yeah, yeah. Is it like, do you have some like is the passion you already developed since young, or like before you going to poly, that you already have passion that I want to become dancer since young?
Okay. I didn't know I want to become a dancer until I started dancing. So when I was about 18,
Yeah.
that's when I knew I wanted to be a dancer. But my mom told me that even when I was young, or like when I was whatever, I always react to music, or I would just move to music even though I don't know what I'm doing. When I was a small kid, it's like when music goes, I'm like, I'm just gonna just go off at the corner or whatever it is. Yeah. But I would say it definitely like it's a part of me subconsciously, I would say. It's not like I consciously know it, and I'm like, okay, I want to be a dancer today, you know, that kind of thing. But it just felt right when I did it. I feel like this is something I want to do for a really long time. And that ever since the first time I started dancing, that has been what's keeping me going. And recently, inspiration to when I teach, to change people, and the ability to just share more than just dance has also like kind of reignite that fire in me to really want to be like a good teacher and want to be like a good dancer so that I can give a lot more. Yeah, so that's kind of how it is for me right now.
Okay, I understand. Okay, I think we just go to the last thing that I want to ask. Like, do you have some like your personal message to like you if you like to give for like the fellow Singaporeans to encourage like us to give attention more to hip hop?
Oh wow.
Do you have something to say?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
I have
yeah,
so many things to say.
Okay, yeah, just
Okay, I need to think it through a
okay,
little.
yeah,
Okay.
okay.
I would say to everybody in Singapore or anywhere in the world, right? I believe that art, dance, and music and art is part of life. So what we do is not something that's not. It's not something that's out of the norm. It's just that we don't see it that way. Being a dancer is the same as having a job at the office. It's the same thing, because like we just like to do what we want to do. Then all I would say it's give the same type of support you would give to everyone else to us. Dancing is not lower than anything. It's not above anything. It's the same as everything else. And I hope that people start to recognize the talent that we have in Singapore, because there is really some crazy stuff going on in here.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for the day to come where Singaporeans understand that outside of like badminton or like the sports that we're good at, water polo or that kind of stuff, you have a really good bunch of dancers here, and we are making waves in so many type of way. And I just hope that someone with the right type of like capability sees it and really help us push forward and grow this industry. And hopefully like in a time to come, dancing or choreographing or just the arts in general becomes as respected as everything else. And I think if we are able to go there, then I would feel like that's gonna be a really good place for Singapore, because of the balance and everything. It's there. Yeah. So hopefully that happens. I would work my best to make sure that we are moving in that direction. And I just want to spread this message to whoever that's watching this, that do support arts in Singapore. I really think that like sometimes we just don't see the talent when it's there, and I feel like it's such a waste. But I know we're gonna get better, and I know that it's gonna come together, and I have good faith that it will. I just want to reach out to whoever is seeing this, that to start taking a look at Singapore. Talent doesn't only exist overseas. Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
No problem.
It's really a good session to have a conversation with you. It's really like brainstorming. in fact, it's really, because we personally, like I have so much like in music thing, but what that I know dance is basically because I'm doing some like professional orchestras, that kind of thing. So I just know about ballet. Then we don't know how. I think there's no relation between the hip hop and the classical music. So what it should be. So after the project comes up, then we need to do. Then I started like with my team, started to take a look at this, and after talking with you, and I personally think that what you said is definitely correct.
Thank you.
I really agree, and I think we should support.
Yes,
this.
we should. Like dancers should support the music, because
Yeah.
without the music, there's not gonna
That's
be
nice.
any dancing at all.
Yeah.
And I think it just goes in a circle, like like dancing, the music back to dancing, then like even acting and all that kind of stuff. So if we as a arts community we are strong, then it's gonna speak volume about us, and if we are strong, people are gonna start looking like, okay, they are they are there, they're ready to make some noise, and let's listen out to what they have to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sure.
But it only starts from us. We can't wait for people to like us. We have to start liking ourselves. We have to start appreciating ourselves, and really push the artistic value of whatever we are doing. Don't settle for less. Always push, because I believe that dancing or music in Singapore has a unique style and flavor to what is only available here. So there will be something that it's here where nobody else in the world will be able to do. And we need to see that. And once we see that and we believe in that, then we can grow from something that is really special and that is unique to us. And what we're trying to do is, like, for dancers, we are never trying to dance like someone else. I always tell my students that, end of the day, I'm teaching you not to dance like me. I'm not telling you to be a second version of what has already been done. I always want everyone that has taken the class from me to be the first version of themselves and to find out themselves more through dancing with me. And I believe that doesn't stop at dancing. That goes for music. You discover your own music, you discover your own dance, you discover your own style of acting, or, you know, just speak your own voice. Don't speak in another person's, you know. Then I think, like, when everybody is really, like, strong individually and we can still come together, and that's gonna be something special to watch.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I think that's just the end of the
Cool.
interview.
Cool.
We are thanks so much for
No
Oscar
problem,
and
no
so
problem.
for you as well.
I hope that
Yeah.
helps.
Yeah. Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you, thank you,
Thanks a lot.
thank you, thank
Can
you.
I have some photo